Hey, this is Dr. Rick Mayer. I just wanted to show you what you can expect when you get your free test drive. Basically, online performance has basically evolved. It started out, incidentally, I'm in the editor right now, and this is how you'll be working your website. But you have to understand, we've been involved in the web business since the 90s when HTML first came out. At first, it was the basic web presence. You were conspicuous by your absence if you weren't there. And then we started churning out a lot of webmasters, and they got fancy and pretty. And the nice thing about that is it did give you a nice online experience, but it was expensive. And then came all the moving banners and the flash programming and all of that stuff. Well, then in the evolution, I don't know if you've noticed lately, but it seems like everybody is shrinking their sites down. Everything's getting smaller. And there's a reason they're doing that. You see, most webmasters they don't know how to give you a very good mobile experience. And so their answer is to shrink the site down so it at least looks a little bit better. You saw the stats on the other page. That's the number two reason people leave a site. Well, we're going to talk about a paradigm shift, a new way, a tool that literally turns your online experience into a true marketing tool. Now, let me just jump into a couple things here. You're going to get a basic site, looks like this. I picked the one for realtors because uh, you guys will be doing a lot of additions and deletions to your sites. What you're seeing here is actually HTML5. There's a set of APIs. There's cascading style sheets. There's JavaScript and cloud deployment. You don't have to know what all that means because your system does all of that automatically, and fewer than 5% of all webmasters even know how to do that. So let's just jump right into it here. You see I'm on this page here, introduction. Well, let's jump up here to mobile. You saw that on the one you looked at on the page. But let me show you how you're going to work with this. So let's just basically say you have a gallery set up and there's some pictures you've added into, and you've got some, you can do a rolling banner like this, or you can do a, uh, a banner like this system. Let's say I want this picture over here. I move it over, boom, it's there. I like this guy over here. I can move that. I want to add a picture. You click here. You just go to where you're, let's put that one in there. So you click on the picture and it loads it up. It's that easy. You just find where your pictures are. So I go in here, I can add down here a caption. So let's change this to Immaculate, the Cypress. And oh boy, if I could type it'd help. The Cypress. So let's go over here to the Cove. That's that home. Let's go here and we're going to call this anything. So whatever you want to call that, that's fine. And here's the willow. Okay, I close this out and you notice how they all changed. Everything automatically changed. Let's say that one I don't want. Let's go ahead and take it out. Confirm removal, yes. So that's all you're going to do to be adding whatever you want. Excuse me. Here's how you do that. You have all of these things up here. So let's just say you don't like this design. You go in here to design. You have all of these different designs you can choose from. And you decide that, well, maybe that one looks a little bit better. So boom, it just changed it. Well, let's go back to what it was. Let's cancel. So it didn't change that design. Let's say I kind of like this design. I want to change the colors. So it looks like that red is right here. Let's go to the scheme. See that red? Well, let's just take that one and change it to, see how it's changing? So I do that, okay. I just changed the look of my site. If I want to add a border on the side here, maybe you have a special thing you want to show. So I just jump up here to design again. layout. I've told it the size I want. Uh, this is what I'm looking at here. So let's say we want one sidebar. There's the sidebar. I can add content to that sidebar as I want. And that sidebar will appear on every page. So let's get rid of that sidebar. Okay, so let's save that. We've just changed, oh, save the colors. Now, again, I mentioned this is the main thing you're going to be working with. So let's see how you do that. Okay, I want to embed some text right here. So let's go ahead. I drag this and drop. Notice how all these different things are changing color. That's all pages. Only on this page. Let's move it up here. Only on this page. See, I can put it over here or over here. Well, let's just put it there. And I can add whatever I want. Add whatever text I want. I can drop down, and this is just basic word processing stuff here. So let's say I want to make a bullet. I drop down a bullet, and if I can't spell. And then I can even, if I want to even go further, it just, the basic stuff here. So you can basically see how it wants. So I want to add a text into that, or a graphic. I click here, the image. I can tell it all these different things I want to do. But let's say I want to click an image, and let's put this one in. Put that image where I want it, on that side or maybe over here on this side, and see how it looks. Well, I don't like the way that looks, so let's bring another one down. Let's move that guy over here. So now I can do the same thing here. And I save, and basically I'm creating my site. You can put whatever pictures in. You can have your pictures rolling like this. You resize them. One of the things you want to do is have your pictures all the same size. You edit them to where they're the same size. So when they do roll in, the page isn't jumping up and down. You can do that same thing with video. Now here's a big feature of this system. Let's jump up here to home. This video here will play on any device. And the nice thing about this system is I can do mobile marketing, or I can do text marketing, anything I want to do. I just put the video I want them to see right on the very first one. For instance, I want to go to listings. Okay, basically, you saw this on the page. This is some of the different ones you can have. So I've created a page here where I've got listing A. There's a listing I have. And so you take this up, you add in here, you have this drop down menu here. So let's say I have 2 listings now. Okay, and I don't necessarily need that gallery page. Well, let's just move that gallery page because I want to put more listings here. Here's how you do that. You go up to gallery. I take this, notice it's a drop down of this. I move it there, and it's now a main category. See, it automatically moved it. And I save, and there's my gallery. There's the tours I have. So let's take listings, make that a separate page too, because I've got a bunch of listings. So I move to here. Watch it change. Boom, it changed right now. I save. So there's my tours. I don't like where that tours is. Let's take tours and move it down. Move it down a little bit more, there. So that's the tours. You can literally have a page for tours. If you've got a premier listing, you can put them right here. We have another tutorial. We're going to show you how to create a video to where this video automatically plays on any device. I'm going to show you something right here. This is a YouTube video. You see what happened at the end of that video? Alternatives did not pop up. In the real estate business, that's your competition. That's folks you're selling against, because YouTube is owned by Google, and those searches, those alternatives that pop up right here are geo-targeted to the relevancy of the search. That's your competition. That violates the #1 rule in marketing: never send them away. Let me tell you another thing you can do with this. You can text a link to this page. Just when you get it posted, go on and get that link. You can text that link to someone. From their phone, they can click that link and this page pops up and they can watch that video right there. This is the only system you can do that with. Most systems, you can send them to your main page, then they've got to navigate through to where you tell them to go to get to the tours to get to that one you want, particularly if you're in listings. Let's say you got listing A, you got listing B, you got listing C. Let's add another listing. There's that listing. We add a page. There it is. I can make that a subset of this, or back here, or make it a main page. There it is, new page. So that's just some of the things you can do with this. And we haven't even gotten into all the features that it will do with your online marketing. The biggest one, I have to tell you though, is mobile. Mobile is the fastest growing market, the fastest growing segment on the internet. Just look at YouTube, where they are. They are only outranked by Google. Well, your system will be found on mobile devices. You're giving people something to see. You could literally put a sign in front of your listing with a link to that listing. And that link in front of the sign, here's your sign on the front. You'd put your sign right here. Somebody could be right there. They click on that link you have right there and they're on this page. Now they can navigate to other ones if they want about your business. Again, you want to change anything you want, you can change. Let's just change this, by the way. Okay, I double click on it. Let me get out, sorry. Double click on it. I want to change that logo. Well, let's make that logo this one. Boom, it just changed. Now that changed on all pages. So that's how easy it is to upgrade, update your information. You've also got in your system, you've got the tours for your customers. Your searches, you're giving them the utahrealestate.com searches, but also grab this on your mobile device, click on this button, it'll give you that proximity search where you can find, for your customers, they can find homes near where they're sitting in their car right now. And we've linked right to that system. Anyway, if you have any questions, this is just a brief overview showing you just some of the things you can do. As you can see, this is very basic, very simple. If I wanted to make this a little bit more fancy, let's go up here and take some of these fancier templates, like maybe that one, and notice it grabs some of this other stuff. Now I'd have to edit some of this because it grabbed what was on that. I just saved it. It grabbed some of that stuff that was there. It brought my stuff. Oh, by the way, you have an online shopping catalog. That can grow as big as you need. This is secure. You can do that. There's my gallery, and see that page appears. Well, let's just remove that guy. We don't want him. So now it brought this up. There's that sidebar. I can get rid of that sidebar like you saw. Here's the ones I put in. I'm clicking on that on my mobile device. On your mobile device, this won't appear. That's the only thing. There just isn't room for it. And then I can click through, and again, these immediately. The one thing you will notice is speed of load. And on the main site, you're going to see some of that information, why that's so important. According to Google, you've got a little over 4 seconds per page, or your mobile viewer is gone. And that's why we've gone with Parallels. They're a premier Microsoft partner. You can find all the details about just who Parallels is. As a matter of fact, you ever heard of the cloud? Parallels is a premier Microsoft partner and the major deployment agency for the cloud. You've heard of Parallels Access? Or Microsoft Access. That's a Parallels product. Any questions? Give me a call. Hopefully we can work with you.